Hi again, this is Wonder Skippy here. I deleted a few of my videos on the Bible because I'm a critic, a liberal critic, and I wanted to post a few things, but I don't think it's a very good idea really, because I don't want to do anything. I don't want to post anything that might cause anybody of fragile faith to doubt their faith, because then they'll have that sin on my hands, and I don't want that. So I just put on the playlist a video by a chap who has done an expose of reasons, evidence for the pre-trib rapture. Thought it was a good video, so I put it on there on the playlist. I don't agree with all of it. I don't agree with his stuff on Revelation. Didn't read that, but I didn't watch that bit because that's not for me. But I think there's I'll just go through what the main evidence is for those of you who want to watch a short video on it. I do believe that without doubt there's a tribulation coming soon, but I don't necessarily believe it's going to be 7 years long, because I don't find any evidence for that. It might be, but I don't see any evidence. And Jesus didn't say specifically it would be 7 years long. He just said there'd be a great tribulation, which would be so severe that if it wasn't for intervention, if those days weren't cut short, no flesh would survive. So he wasn't talking about Palestine in his own day, I don't think, because that wouldn't be applicable. No people surviving at all wouldn't be applicable. They were exiled. Jewish people were exiled to various places, slaves and whatnot, and Jerusalem and Judea was destroyed. So anyway, so I believe there's going to be a pre-trib rapture, even if I don't know how long the tribulation is, and I think I know when it is, and I think we should be prepared for it. So in this here in Zephaniah 2, it says here, gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. So if you read in Zephaniah chapter 1, it's talking about the day of the Lord throughout that, and this is continuing on. It's about the day of the Lord. So being hid from the day of the Lord, in my opinion, is the pre-trib rapture. Isaiah 26 verse 19, thy dead men shall live, together with my dead body shall they arise. Awake and sing, ye that dwell in the dust, for thy dew is as the dew of herbs, and the earth shall cast out the dead. So he's talking there about the resurrection of the dead. And then it says here, come my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee, hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpast. So there it is again, that word hide, as we've got up here in Zephaniah. We've got hide as well. There it is, hid. So hide from the day of the Lord, the wrath of the Lord. The indignation is the wrath of God during the tribulation. And in Psalm 27 verse 5 it says, for in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion, in the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me up upon a rock. So that's another reference to being hid in a time of trouble. That's the tribulation. And then in Matthew 25 verse 10 it says, and while they went to buy, this is the maidens, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut. So that looks like it's another reference to being the bride of Christ, exclusion for those who are outside, being shut out from the marriage. So those are the main verses, and I think it's very, very convincing evidence here that the pre-trib rapture is real, and it's in the Bible. And so it's not just some fantasy of Margaret MacDonald and the Schofield, and I don't believe it anyway, because I don't think so many Christians could be deceived, being empowered by the Holy Spirit, and to believe something which isn't true. I don't believe that. Not everybody could be deceived, which is what the post-trib people say. So, and also he's on that video I posted on the playlist. He says there are other things which I agree with, where Paul says, "Comfort yourselves with these words," when he's talking about the return of Christ. And Paul was a Pharisee, and he knew very well all these references to the day of the Lord. Check it out yourself if you're interested, of all the references in the Bible, the day of the Lord. There's a big contrast between comforting yourself and what it says about the day of the Lord. It says who should look forward to the day of the Lord. So they're two different things, in my opinion. The gathering, the reaping, the harvest, the rapture, and the day of the Lord, two different things. And so that's just a little video of summary on the biblical evidence for the pre-trib rapture. I think that's it.